ああ、これそうだった。ローディング画面自動で進まないんだった。はい、どうしました？急に。あ、タコさんか。ああ、人間とタコの融合体みたいなのかな。
Who goes there?
え、ここからスタートなの？
That nightmare again. I need a drink.
ここあれじゃないですか。さっき探索してたところ、しかも、明るいと言いますか。明るいと言いますか。昼間と言いますか。ねみさん、経過読めだもんね。いえいえ、違いますよ。声が聞こえる。どこ？あ、いたいたいたいた。おお、こんにちは、こんにちは。
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
talk to 警官にでしか話さない。What they had me. I might be onto a lead. というかこの警官結局死んでないんですね。どこが夢でどこが夢じゃないのかがわからないな。
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller and a nurse. Blood everywhere. My legs, the pain, I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course. He's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
どうやって死んだか？ He called him Sambra. A sort of... ちょっとよく意味がわからないな。
Sanders started screaming and convulsing.
Convulsing? That doesn't fit with his history.
Then his body got all crooked.
What in God's name? And you were alone with him?
He accused Sarah Hawkins of being the culprit.
意味がわからない。
Sarah Hawkins?
クロクトってどういう意味です
I
かね？
missed something here. This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins
ダ
case.
メだ、英語がわ
You
からな
really
いパ
think
ターン。
she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
But do you comfort the truth?
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
あれ、今左側に映ってたの、院長ですかね。Talk to Sandra's widow. ああ。widow。未亡人。すいません。日本語の未亡人の意味がわからない。
Let us go now and learn the truth.
The other night's events are still
未
confused in
亡
my
人って
head.
どういう人だ？夫を亡くした人？未亡人って。あれ？未亡人ってなんだ？そしてこれどこに行けばいいんでしょう？Leave。あ、もう出ちゃっていいのかな？じゃん。うん。ここに入った時からチャプター6かな。夫を亡くした妻では、ありがとうございます。当たってましたね。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。助かりました。行きましょう。ドン。
What can I do for you, sir?
初めての
Mrs.
人かな。
Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Oh?
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
He died screaming.
He started raving, screaming that a dimensional shambler had found him.
Oh, mercy, that story again. Why have him interned?
That was when he began to convulse and twist with pain. Or terror, it's hard to tell.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not really sure of what I saw, or what I didn't see. But it's best that you weren't there.
I should have been there. What you're telling me is outrageous. I need to understand.
あれか、なんか電気に吸い寄せられて死んだ人の妻か、この
And
方。
right before your eyes. Did you not do anything to help him?
It wasn't me who sent him. I share grief.
Mrs. Sanders, I understand your grief, and I extend my deepest condolences to you. But I had nothing to do with the death of your husband. I've just arrived on Darkwater. I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
The death of the Hawkins family? You mean it was not an accident? This accursed island knows only tragedy after tragedy. You too would be advised to flee it like the plague. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
How do you... What is the cat doing here? Did he...
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it, I would urge you to make the most of your visit. Because I count on ridding myself of that thing as soon as I can.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
どういうこと？そして、西 P。examine the shambler.
Did she really care for him after all? The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
exam って推理みたいな意味ありますかね？ exam 試験、まあそうなんですけど。調べる。そうなんだ。なんか勝手に一人で英語の勉強やってますけども大丈夫ですかねこれ。画面行かれ、大丈夫でしょうかね画面。簡単に言えば、ありがとうございます、おちむけさんも。そうですね、そうですね。当たっててよかったです。ありがとうございます。はいはいはいはい。はいはいはいはい。何調べられますこの部屋。
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
というかですけど、なんか話勝手に変わってますけども、そういえば元々の家族、燃やされた家の下りって、まだ事件解決してませんよね、多分。
A house of artists. A house of artists.
まあ、そこはいいんですけど。
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
特に何かあるわけでは違う。
A house of artists.
終わり。ほうほうほうほうおーちょっと見つからないですね。今なんかあった気がする。
Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins? She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel?
言うてですけど、あ、これで調べればいいのかな。なになになになになになに。おお、急にどうされまし
The
た？
Shambler. I need to see it.
お、まるでこれから謎解きが始まりますみたいな感じですね。おお。出れませんね。開かない。違う違う違う。こっち。あれ、光ってるだけでしたね。絵に見入れられたんじゃね？いや、なんだったんでしょうね。取り憑かれたが正しいかもしれませんけどね。いきなりあれ自分の目えぐった感じですよね、だって。いきなり。はあ、なんて美しいのだろう。私の目を差し出さなければ。考えもよくわかんないですけどね。というかですけど、できればあの警官と永遠に共行動。
Strange.
永遠に行動
For
を共にしたいんで
months,
すけど。
Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing. I could use one of those.
しかしま
A
あ
strange Amerindian pendant.
アミュレット。
An old diary.
日記、古びた日記。え？これはひどい。力で無理やり開けた。いや、え？
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
これはって何したらクリア？これはあれですね。多分このよくわからない状況の真相にたどり着けたらクリアだと思うんですけども、裏の方曰くだいたい16章ぐらいまであるみたいなので、今まだ5章なので今日中には終わらないやつですね。日付またいでやる。あ、またいでっていうか、あ、またいででいいのかな。うん。どんどんやっていくやつですかね。よいしょ。あれ？
Another painting by Sarah Hawkins. One connected to the horrors I've discovered on this island.
What a surprise. I'm listening.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say? Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read
now.
this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
残念だな。そうですか。へへ、おかしいな。おかしいな、そのシステムは。なんで？これを許可を得て入ってるお家よ。ねえ。許可を取って入ってるお家だけど、なぜそのシステムがあるんだい？欲しがってませんでしたね、一瞬。
The public entrance to the gallery.
ギャラリーへの入り口？あ、一般入り口。ちょっと待って。わかんないけど。
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
なぜ彼は古びた武器に興味を持っていたのか。これもあれじゃないですか。だってこれも隠れるところですよね。どう見ても。ああ、ランプ。 久しぶりに見た気がしますね。めっちゃ長編、そうなんです、そうなんです。めちゃくちゃ長編です。
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
これか。おー。あらー。こんにちは。来た来たーってなんだろう。なになになになになに。
What the hell was that?
向こう側行きましたね。うわー。早い早い早い早い早い。結構早いなー。ちょっと無理ありましたね。ですよね。よっしゃ。まあですよね。あー、おかしいな。ホールドステスキープ。こうか。
What the hell was that?
バレバレじゃないですか。だってもう嫌になっちゃいそうですね。あ、間違えた間違えた間違えた。ボタン間違えた。ボタンを間違えた。これもうダメですよ。もうまあもう無理ですよ。あー、いけた。ちょっともうダメ。ここはマジで頑張って。手長ザル。あれおかしいですね。手長ザル手長ザルに負けそうなんですけど、この人。おかしいな。走ってる気がしませんもんね。そしてね。
There has to be a way.
あら、残念。積んだらまた行ってください。はーい。まずはさっきのところみたいに何をするかですよね。ズドン。
What the hell was that? Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
さあ、助かったか。間に合ったか。間に合ったか。間に合った。いや、これは間に合っておりません。間に合っていない。なんでそんな見つかってましたかね今。今見つかったかな。おかしいな。
What the hell was that?
多分、あ、わかったわかったわかったわかった。私わかりました。私わかりましたよ。私わかりました。これできます。これ、あれです。これ持って、
Did it hear that?
あれ
Maybe I can use this dagger.
どれを使うかってことか。まあどれを使うかわからないですけど、何をするか分かった。これであの絵だ、あの絵を多分破くんだと思うんですよ、多分ね。あれ違う。金色のダガーではない。金色のやつではない。なるほど。金色のやつではない。まあちょっとまだね時間いっぱいありますからね。とりあえずさ逃げたいんですけど、どこに逃げられますかね。待てよ、これもしかしてさ光があればさなんとかなる対峙するのかな。さあ助かったか。助かっておりません。バイバイ。多分英語で本当はヒントあったのかな。こそのやってるね。3D ですからね。しかも PS4 という悲しいっていう。
What the hell was that?
まずですよ、これを調べましょう。光なんだ。これどう？光操つ苦手とかない？いや、操が苦手な可能性もありますからね。いや、意外と苦手そうじゃない？苦手なことはなかった。失礼しました。なんでこういうの時大体苦手なものってあるじゃん。おかしいな。苦手とは何だったのか。誰も苦手とは言っていなかったよな。まあでも絶対そういうことですよね。いい線いってたとは思うんですよ。
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
これ一つしか持てないね。そう、3つのうち1つですね。ってなるとこのまま行きましょう。まずい。タイミング間違えた。タイミング間違えました。これは後ろに真後ろにいますね。
Damn it. This dagger didn't work.
あれ？これもしかしてあれかな。5個武器があるなら5個ともやれば終わるってやつなのかな。どれか1個が正解っていうわけじゃないのかな。はっきりそういうことだと思ったんですけど、違うのかな。違う可能性ってありますけどね。
Maybe I can use this dagger.
見つかる工程の方が早かったですね。刺す以前の問題で。もう一回同じ武器でやろうか。
What the hell was that?
走るのが良くない？そんなことないと思うんですけど。いや、当たりか？
Maybe I can use this dagger.
敵がどこにいるかがわからないっていう悲しさ。当たってる判定なってんのかな。よくわからないな。あそこに光が、そこか。いつものことね。悲しいな。こうして男性は何回死ぬことになるのか。反対側の武器使ってみるか。もうちょっと巻いてからやりたいんだけどな、本当は。同じ武器もう一回やるべきかな。わからないな。
Maybe I can use this
隠
dagger.
れよう。ね、一度隠れましょう。まあ大丈夫でしょ。血に戻りしすぎている。いやいや、おかしい。なんでこれ隠れても意味ないじゃん、これじゃ。どういうこと？どういうこと？いや、絶対見つかってるところにいないと思うんですけどね、私。
What the hell was that?
そんなことあるかな。
Damn. Did it hear that?
待ってみましょうか、ここで。
Maybe I can use this dagger.
なぜ敵が来ないのか。来ましたね。来ました。 走れー、頑張れー、頑張れー、そうじゃー、そうじゃー、そうじゃー、そうじゃーってくっしゃ。そもそも目見えてるの耳。まあまあ耳なのかね。じゃあ、どうしたらいいんだろう。でも、でも隠れられるみたいなこと書いてありますけどね。隠れるなら×ボタンだよって。
What the hell was that?
隠れるなら×ボタンだけど、隠れきれるとは言っていないよみたいな。そういうこと？ってことは何？このまま突っ立ってればいい？おかしいな。そもそも目がないから音とか突っ立っててもダメなんですよね。これちょっと一回突っ立っててみましょうか。もうちょっとよくわかんなくなっちゃってますけどね。これ突っ立ってるとバカバカするの？わかった。もういいや。一回これ調べよう。
Is this dagger part of Sanders'
おお、出た。
seeking to acquire?
なんか2つの角っぽい剣ですね、これ多分。あ、オッケー、2つ、なんか2つに尖ってるやつですね。これだ。いけそう。あとは場所ですね、場所。いやー、だってこれ棚隠れても意味ないんだったらもう最初から全速力の方が速いですよね、これ。なんじゃね。バイバイ。どれあれこれじゃないね。これ多すぎるね。これ違うね。3つだね。これ1つだね。違うね。向こう側だね。これ違うね。いやー、今回諦め。あ、これだ。これ見つかった。
This dagger looks different.
おこれだ。見つかったが、しかし間に合うのかいけー。よし、これは来たんじゃない？これは来たでしょ。これは来た。あ、イエーイ、よし。なんか、手大丈夫？危なく自分の手を切るところ。幻覚？また幻覚？
You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
まあ
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm.
よし。
Did I miss something more interesting?
何Did I miss something more interesting? I was attacked by a creature. 信じてもらえるかな。
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it
ダウンタウン入っ
back.
てらっしゃいませ。
I think so too.
You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery.
もう完全にあれですよね、
And by the way,
これ。
Where do you think you're
あ
going
なたは
with
何
that
を言ってい
dagger?
るんだっていうこの
It
こ
saved
の
my
女性の
life.
目線。
It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From
あ
what
な
I
たの
saw in
右
the
手を救った
ledgers,
だけでも
it
感
was
謝し
him
な
who
さい
sold
よ
it
ね
to。
キラ
Sanders.
とかなんとか言ってますけども。で、何あ、全然見てなかった。We should take the district and you give me the information free for
It's
cash.
not your style to give me
情報ちょうだい、
free
情報。
information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
Oh, 7章入りましたね。ああ、折り返しですね。